Hello, welcome to the Soulprint Weekly Pick Your Crystal reading for the week of March 13th through the 19th. Wow, look at we're just so close to spring. It's just in the air. It's a sense of rebirth and newness. And let's see what these lovely cards have to say for you today. Thank you for being here. Thank you to new people who have joined along. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the lovely comments. And if you're interested at all in getting a private reading, in the drop box below the video, there is an email address. Just send me an email and I will send you out the information you need. We have three lovely stones today. We're going to call them literally blue, pink, green. But this is a Labradorite. I don't know. I'm hoping that the camera's picking up the beautiful, beautiful tones of blue in there, kind of with almost like a mossy or a deep green. The really lovely, lovely stone, very powerful stone. The pink one, and I believe it's set with I think that could be a ruby actually. I think this is called lithium, but I could be wrong. But it's it's almost like a Barbie pink, right? A candy cane pink. Again, a lovely, lovely energy connected to the stone. And the third one is a green amethyst. I know that there's a fancy name for it that isn't green amethyst, but honestly, I can't tell you what it is. The green amethyst that you're looking at here is a cousin. It's the same stone as the green amethyst on my finger. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to be quiet, see which crystal resonates with you. And it might be one, it might be two, it might be all three. And let's get started. Okay, so we're looking at this beautiful, really beautiful Labradorite. Here we go. What do we know? Okay, we have the Four of Cups. We have the Queen of Swords, we have Judgment, and the Star. So this is kind of an interesting collection of cards. So let's take a look and see what the message is, shall we? So the Four of Cups is, very often it's that energy of kind of boredom, not being content, kind of not knowing what to do with yourself. It's just sort of like lackadaisical, right? It's kind of like, oh, I'm not really interested in anything you have to offer. I'm not really looking at what I've had before either, or I'm just kind of a little bit in a funk. Well, just personally, come on now, get out of the funk because you're talking about it. We're right at spring. You can't be in a funk during spring. It's just not good for you. So but that's the energy of this card. It's sort of like the blahs. The Queen of Swords is sort of saying, okay, it's time now to move forward. It's time to shed kind of the blankets and the cocoon of winter. It is time now to move into a new season, a new time. And if you are in the Southern Hemisphere, you would be moving from kind of like a hot summer into kind of cooler temperatures and kind of the calming energy, if you will, of autumn. So either way, it still applies. It's about kind of being done with where you are and energy coming along and saying, come on, let's go. It's time to put that aside. It's time to get moving forward. Perhaps there is some stuff that you need to get done. Maybe you have paperwork you need to, maybe you need to balance your checkbook. I don't know. Maybe you are waiting for documents. Maybe there is something that requires a signature, documents that you're waiting for to come in. But either way, the Queen of Swords is sort of like, all right, it's time now to get moving. The Queen of Swords is very perceptive, but she's also very sort of no nonsense. She's very efficient. And it's like those are the qualities that the cards seem to be asking you to think about and focus on and draw closer to you. The Judgment card is followed by the Star, which is really nice. The Judgment card is often talked about as the karma card. And sometimes we tend to get concerned because we only think of karma kind of being like negative. Well, the Judgment card sitting beside the Star card is saying that, you know what, there very well may be blessings coming forward. Now, if this has something to do with anything that really does pertain to sort of specific documentation, the Judgment looks like it will go in your favor. But beyond that, there is a sense of, it's time maybe for you to stop being quite so hard on yourself. It's time maybe for you to stop listening to the judgments of other people. It's time now for you to embrace the good, embrace the karmic blessings that are coming your way, because the star is sort of saying, listen, we get it's been a bit of a rough go here. We understand that things have been a little tough. It's been hard to get through. You feel drained. You don't feel like you have the energy to go forward. But it's time now to find the energy. Okay. It's time now to sort of shake off the season and get ready to move into a new season. The star is sort of saying, listen, it's going to be better. It's going to get better. It's going to feel better. It's time now for you to be optimistic. It's time now for you to be enthusiastic. It's time now for you to look forward, because the universe is trying to bring you blessings, and they're trying to help you move forward towards an area or a wish or a desire. But you kind of have to shake off this sort of almost stagnant energy that is swirling around you. And, right before a season change, I think no matter what season you love or you don't love, I think that very often you will get that feeling that, kind of let's wrap this season up and let's move forward. Okay. And so that's exactly what I'm getting now, exactly what I'm seeing. But the universe really is trying to bring you some incredible blessings. So let's get moving. Let's just get moving, shall we? All right. Next, let's look at the pretty pink stone. Here we go. We have the 10 of Wands. We have the 6 of Swords. We have the 2 of Cups and the 10 of Cups. Again, I'm starting to recognize a little bit of a theme certainly in the last reading and this reading. There's sort of a similar kind of energy. So the 10 of Wands is talking about kind of getting to the end of your rope, kind of being at at that place where you're finally seeing light at the end of the tunnel, finally getting to sort of a time and a space where you actually feel like you are, I almost want to say, like in control of your burdens, in control of all of the balls that you were juggling that, you call life. But things have been hard. They've been difficult. And the 6 of Swords is talking about the fact that it really is, you really are going to be moving forward into a time of more clarity, more calmness, a smoother kind of waters ahead. It's not going to be as sort of choppy and turbulent as it feels as if the last, period of time has been. I think also there's that energy sort of finally being able to, loosen some of the restrictions around you, and that energy of being able to move forward in a way that sort of starts to bring back, the things in your life that you love, that maybe you haven't been able to have in your life or as much in the last little while. The 2 of Cups is really lovely because the 2 of Cups is talking about a coming together of. So maybe this is about a new relationship. Maybe this is about embracing or refocusing on an existing relationship. Maybe this is about seeing friends or seeing families or bringing groups or areas of your life back together again. But there is an energy about the Two of Cups that makes it feel like special, important, maybe even a part of destiny. Maybe there is an energy coming to you that is bringing you new friendships, new partnerships, new incredibly special people, whatever it is, there's just this energy of bringing to your life that which has been missing or felt really, really far away for a really long time. This is the universe saying, listen up, it's moving towards you. It's coming towards you. And so this is the time to really get your head focused on moving away from this sense of being overburdened and moving into this energy that is much smoother, it's calmer. You can see the shoreline, you can see things with more clarity, you have an understanding of them. The Two of Cups being followed by the Ten of Cups is really, really lovely because it's talking literally about as you move from this difficult time and you find your calmer waters or that pathway ahead, there's going to be help and support. There's going to be friends, there's going to be families, there's going to be partnerships that come forward to really help you move towards that place of the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups is like, it's just a really lovely card, right? It's about being happy. It's about having a happy home life. It's about being content in your relationships. It is about being still and simply counting the blessings. And so, again, there's this energy of moving from a difficult time to a period of realization, activity, realization, moving forward, and then finding yourself in a place where there is perhaps it's a new relationship, perhaps it's a family celebration, but what it is it's a sign of contentment and love and gratitude. Wow, you really can't ask for much more than that. All right. And let's see what this beautiful green amethyst has to say, shall we? Okay, we have the Five of Wands. Oh, you've got some real sun reflection there. Sorry about that. Five of Wands. You have the Ace of Cups. You have Strength, and you have the Empress. All right. So this, again, this feels very much like a card pertaining to the energies of spring, kind of shaking off. Again, that's sort of the time before now. You've got the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands is that card kind of about, petty aggravation. It's about quarreling. It's not about fighting, but it's about petty quarreling and it just sort of agitation and, maybe conflict, maybe in a sense of competition. But there's definitely a feeling that this sort of agitated emotional energy is making way for a much happier and calmer and more vibrant and more loving um energy that's coming forward, right? It is about the emotions. It's sometimes it's about creativity. It can be about relationships. Maybe it's a relationship between you and another, or maybe it's a relationship between um different aspects of yourself. Like maybe it's time now that you really got in touch with the childish part of yourself or the creative part of yourself or the writer in you or the healer in you or the tarot card reader in you. But it's time to start filling your life up with those things that bring you happiness and joy. You have the strength to do it. This is about calming the parts of you that are saying, oh no, I never could, or not for me, or I'm not enough. It literally, very often the strength card is about saying, well, you have the strength to do this. In this reading, what I'm getting is more like it is time for you to quiet the beast. It's time for you to quiet that aspect of yourself that is sort of always not in your corner. that is always sort of cautioning you and warning you to don't do this or don't do that. It's that part that is not supportive of you. Maybe it's time for you to tell those aspects, enough is enough. You need to be quiet now. You just need to be quiet because the Empress is following this. And with the Empress following this, it's literally telling you you are upon a period of regrowth, rebirth, new energy, new beginnings, abundance, creativity, all kinds of wonderful, wonderful energies that come along with the Empress. So, again, there is that energy of it's time to put the squabbling behind you. It's time to look for those things and bring those things forward that really, frankly, bring you emotional happiness and contentment and joy, love, etc. It's time to tell the aspects of the part of you that maybe are not always as supportive as they should be to sit down, be quiet, and not another word. You need to get control of whatever it is, frankly, whether it's words or actions or even something from outside of you that is causing you to, it's causing a loss of forward momentum. Time to say no. That's enough of that. I am quite strong enough on my own. Thank you very much. And I'm going to move forward now. I'm not going to let a new season kind of slip by me. I'm going to kick into gear now. And the Empress is lovely, right? Because the Empress is literally saying to you, listen, it's right there for you. Grab the abundance, grab the rebirth, grab the rejuvenation, grab the new beginnings. It's all there for you. You have to want it and you have to be in control. And then there it is. Literally, there it is waiting on you. Okay. So, again, this feels like one of those kinds of readings where there was definitely sort of a bit of a theme going on. So, thank you so, so very much for being here. I'm so appreciative of your appreciation. I'm humbled by it. I'm grateful for it. Have a fabulous, fabulous week ahead. And I hope wherever you are, the sun really, really is shining brightly and on you. Hope to see you next week. Until then, bye bye.